Hello, testing. Hello. Right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our Technical Tuesday for this week, right? 9 February 2021. Right. Um, Before that, I just want to apologize to everyone because last week we have technical difficulties, right? And actually, I'm not really well today, but we cannot, we cannot have we cannot uh sorry again, we cannot have technical Tuesday every week. Sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, I hope moving forward we're going to solve the technical difficulties, right? And yeah, and I hope everyone can learn this and take a lesson from what we share here in technical Tuesday, right? um Okay, again, hello everyone. My name is Shafiq Ashraf. Okay, I'm a trader. I'm a contributor to Stockbit also, right? And also a founder for Academy, right? So, okay, today I'm going solo, right? Previously we have a few guests with us, but today, yeah, I'm just going solo today, right? So the agenda for today is quite simple. First, we're going to discuss a few counter, right? And for today two topics, right, we're going to discuss about breakout trading, right? How to trade counter that is on breakout. Okay, so actually it have a very simple theories behind it, right? And also have a simple um, parameter that we can use when we want to trade this so-called breakout trading, right? All right. So yeah, hello everyone. Okay, right. Let's move to our chart. Right. Let's move to our chart. All right. Okay. So for today counter, I just want to discuss. There's a few counter here, right? That I think is suitable to discuss for today, right? So like I said today, right, is the topic is the breakout trading. Okay. So first thing that we need to understand is breakout from what, right? Is breakout from what? So in trading, right, there's a few things that we can consider the price breakout. First, a breakout from the support and resistance, which is might be a historical price support resistance, can also be like Fibonacci support resistance, can be a pivot support resistance. There's a lot of other support resistance, right? You can even also use your moving average as a support resistance. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of indicator that you can use for support and resistance. There's a lot of technique, right? So yeah, that is one thing that the price can break up, right? So it break up from a trading range from a support and resistance. So that's number one. Number two, break up from a trading range in term of a pattern, right? Because those who joined our technical Tuesday previously, right? We have Sean Toh, right, with us. Last time he mentioned about chart pattern, right? We discussed about chart pattern. So yeah, that chart pattern is basically a trading range, and that chart pattern is also signifies the footprint of the money makers, or what we call uh, the phenomenon of accumulation and distribution, right? Which introduced by Dow, Charles Dow, and also Wyckoff, right? Yeah, so there's a theory of accumulation distribution and how it's constituted in a chart pattern, right? So that's another thing that the price can break up, right, from. And another thing is as simple as the highest high, higher low, right? So right. So today I prepare a few counter that probably we can discuss this um, in detail, right? About breakout trading. Okay. So first counter that I want to share here is Enju, right? Okay. So there's a few things. I use the complete breakout trader books as reference. So there's a three things or three important rule when you want to make sure that your entry is perfect when you want to enter a breakout trading. Okay, first you need to have a well-defined range. Okay, so what we mean by well-defined range? Okay, so sorry, so well-defined range, right? If you look at here, a well-defined range is a range of price, um, up and down, or what I call swing movement. Okay, so from here we can see that the price move in a manner like this lah, up, down, and another up. Okay, so we, in a bigger perspective, we are saying that, all right, the price having a lower low here, higher high here, and higher low here, right? And yeah, and currently try to break out the previous high. Okay, so from here we understand our trading range. Okay, so our trading range is, first is historical price, all right? And you can also recognize a pattern here, right? Which is a triangle pattern, or what we call this, sorry, I forgot the name of triangle, right? So yeah, this pattern, right? Triangle pattern. So historical price, triangle pattern, right? And another thing, right? Is, yeah, so the price, we expecting the price going to continue its primary move, which is the primary trend, uptrend from low, then do a correction, and going to do another, see, another movement lah, another swing move of primary trend, which is uptrend. Okay, so at now, right, because we see an accumulation here, and this accumulation pattern, right, can be a sign that this counter is going to be a big breakout, right? If the breakout happen, it's going to be a huge breakout, right? Because it's being supported by the effort of the accumulation, right? The theory is simple. For example, when there's money makers that accumulate this counter, right? And because of that accumulation, the effort from the market makers, right, especially, will push the price higher. So with that understanding, right, we see this as a very potential trick, right? If the price managed to break out. Okay, so we already defined our trading range, right? So let's draw a resistance here. Okay, so the resistance will be here. Okay, or better, you can even use the highest peak there, highest stick there, right? But I think here is enough because it's already been tested a few times. Okay, right? So this is our resistance, and this is what we call our trading range, right? Another yeah, so this is what we call our trading range. So this is a well-defined trading range, right? So next, we look for strong breakout that close outside that range, right? So we want a trade, sorry, we want a counter, sorry, we want a candle the next day, right? When it break out completely from this resistance. It trade outside this resistance, right? It trade higher than this resistance, okay? And it close higher than that resistance. So that is second rule, right? So how we know that this is a good breakout counter? How we want to know that this counter has a perfect breakout? It must break and close higher than this resistance, right? Which is what we call our range lah, right? Okay, so that's rule number 2. Rule number 3 is entry bar should be bigger than the bars in the range but not climatic. Okay, what it means by this is, because we see, right, from here we can see that the candlestick um, size, right? You can see, you can compare lah, right? In this movement, what is the average size of the candlestick? Okay, so we don't want a counter that break out like too big, right? When the next day the price breakout, the size of the candle when it break out is too big. When it's too big, right, compared to the normal range or normal size of candle inside the range, it can provide how to say, a false signal. It may give chances for the trader to take profit, right? So will not be higher and higher. It will be higher, right? Breakout, then might go retracement, right? So yeah, this is what the most important rules lah, right? So this is how we recognize a counter is a perfect breakout, right? Okay. So apart from that, right, we also need to understand why a counter will break up, right? So I mean, what the reason for counter to break up, right? For any price action, for any price to break out outside the trading range of the resistance or support even, right? It must be supported by a momentum, right? It must be supported by momentum. So what is momentum? Momentum is, in another way, we can say that momentum is a buying pressure or selling pressure, right? So in this case, what we want to recognize, right? That's why we open two indicator here, which is MACD and RSI, right? Which is MACD going to show to us the momentum trend, right? So here we look at the MACD. MACD almost crossed the signal line, which signifies or which also indicate that the counter uh, are on uptrend momentum, right? When the when the MACD break the signal line, okay. And from RSI also, right, we can see that the momentum range, right, within this movement is between 64 like that, 62 until 49, 50, something like that, right? So this range, right, how to say that the momentum is stronger, the RSI must be higher than this, okay? So you can use RSI, right, um, to see lah whether the momentum is stronger. So when the momentum is stronger and the breakout is perfect, then there's a good counter to trade higher high, right? So yeah, because some of our members in Academy, for example, they ask that they tell me their concern, right? That they afraid that when they enter a counter that is already high, all right, when it's a breakout which is already high, right? He afraid that he entered that is wrong price, right? And he afraid that because he entered high, the price that he entered is a wrong price. So the risk is bigger, right? So that's why the things that we need to recognize in the first place is the trading range, because from this trading range you can set your parameter of support, right? So when the price break out this, you can use this as your support, right? So that's number one. And number two, we also need to look at the few things like I said, right? Rules for breakout, perfect breakout, and also the momentum, right? To support our thesis that okay, when the counter make a perfect breakout and also have a high momentum, sure we'll go higher, right? So yeah, so that is our thesis lah, right, for breakout trading. Okay, so this is what we can see on NJO. So it's not a breakout yet, right, but is creating a chances to break out. It's creating a potential breakout, right? So yeah, maybe I open a question for general question first lah, right? Maybe from about the theory of breakout. Okay, right. So yeah, hi everyone. Right. Okay. Is there any question? Yeah, we try to do every week. Yeah, sorry that I cannot do last week. We have technical difficulties. Right. So right. No general question yet. Right. Okay. So okay, got one question here. Can you repeat how to use RSI to look at perfect momentum? Okay, so all right. Okay, you need to understand that RSI, right? Okay, first thing first, this RSI is actually showing you the average gain against the average loss in 40 days, right? So that is what RSI showing us, right? So by this, right, is actually is also the RSI also showing the momentum, right? So we can use the RSI same like how we treat the price movement. So we say that, all right, this is the range of momentum. Okay, so range of momentum is between 50 to 62, right? So because this is the range of the momentum on that range, right? And because the price is trade on the same momentum, right? Because we see this is the range of momentum, right? It trade within the same momentum. So you don't have the strong buying pressure to break up yet, right? So the idea is simple. The idea is simply when RSI break out this range of RSI, so it shows that the momentum is higher, right? The momentum is higher. Okay. Another perspective from this, right? You can say that, all right, in RSI, the value above 50 is considered uptrend, right? So like this 50 and above, so it's probably on downtrend, right? 50 and above is on uptrend, right? So that is a simple reading of RSI, right? Then 50 to 70, right, is a normal range. So this normal range, right, this normal range is when the price traded, or the RSI traded in between 50 to 70s. So this is the normal range momentum for bullish. If the price trade, or sorry, if the RSI trade above this 70 level, so we consider this overbought, right? And this overbought also signifies that the trend is on super trend or super bullish lah, right? So yeah, that's why we can use this as a level of RSI, right? So the idea is simple. I mentioned for this NJU movement, okay, the RSI is ranging in one range, right? So we want the momentum to be higher than this, okay? And when momentum higher than this, right, it give more potential for the breakout, right? Okay, so that's about NJU, right? So let's look at another counter, step by impact. Okay, right. So impact is, I want to show a counter that is showing a good breakout. For me, impact showing a good breakout, but it must continue with a higher momentum lah, to go higher, right? So all right, here the trading range for today, right, is supposed to be here. This is our support. Okay, now the price already break out. Okay, so now the price already break out, and we see is already considered as perfect breakout. Why? Because it closed out. Sorry, we can see a very well defined trading range. That's number one. Number two, the price close higher than the trading range, or close higher than the resistance. Okay, and number three, the size of the candle is normal size lah. It's not like too big or too small, right? So we consider this as a healthy breakout. Okay, so right. So from here, what you can do, you can use this level as your support. Okay, and you can see here that the momentum on MACD is getting stronger, right? Means that it's on uptrend and is getting stronger. And RSI also currently testing the previous high of RSI lah, which is 67. Okay, probably tomorrow, if the price, or if the RSI tomorrow manage to break 70, it can go more higher, right? So yeah, there's breakout trading lah, basically, right? So why breakout trading is actually safe is because we trade in trading range, right? We trade inside the trading range. So when the price breakout here, you can use this support as your parameter lah, right? Means that if the price break this, right? Maybe the breakout force, right, is a force breakout. And if you look at here from 64 to 62, right, the percentage is not that big, right? So your risk is smaller. Okay, so then you will ask, Shafiq, what is the TP, right? So, okay, so how to know the TP? From here, we can use our Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci extension. Okay, so I'll use Fibonacci extension, right? But I will use from a very small swing lah. I use from this low to this high, okay, to this low. Sorry, a bit lag. All right. Okay, so currently the price already break outside the this resistance. I mean, the price already break this resistance. So tomorrow, probably the price will test this resistance before go higher lah to test the next resistance, right? So this is our trading range. So this is how we can control our EP and when to exit, when to enter, all this. Okay, right? So this is about Pine Hill or Pine Pack. Okay. Next is Mr. DIY, right? So Mr. DIY actually almost same like Pine Pack, is a complete breakout, is a perfect breakout, okay? And but the candle is big lah compared to the previous day. But I believe even if the price retrace, right? Maybe we retrace test the previous like 324 something like that, right? Before go higher. But yeah, this is already a breakout lah, right? And from Mr. DIY is a very clear series of accumulation happen here, right? Is a markup, accumulate, then continue another series of markup, right? Same thing, you can use the previous high or around 3 ringgit 20 cent as your support, okay? Right. Or maybe, yeah, that's about it. That is about Mr. DIY. All right, next is TN Logis. Oh, before we move to technologies, all right. Before we move to technologies and continue our next discussion, right? I want you guys, I hope you guys can share, give a thumbs up, all of this, right? For our session today, for our technical Tuesday, and hopefully, by doing so, we are more energetic lah to do technical Tuesday every week, right? And also, I want you guys to share this if you find this valuable, if you find this good sharing, right? And if you think this is something that informative lah, right? Okay. And also, those who join us from Facebook page, Academy Facebook page, right? You guys can we in Academy we are having a new this promo on exclusive member. So those who join from Academy Facebook page this live, you can go to the description and you can see there's a link to the Google form. There you can see the price that we offer for the discussion group, okay, for trading discussion group and also investing discussion group, right? Those who join from Stockbit FB or Stockbit YouTube, right? You can click on the description, our link tree, right? So you can contact us there, right? Yeah. So that's about Academy lah, right? Little bit, all right? So yeah, I hope you share this session, right? If you find this interesting and informative, right? Okay, so we continue with our discussion. Okay, we continue our discussion on TN logistic. Right, sorry, this is not a breakout counter, so I skip first. Look at Hexstar. All right. Okay, so Hexstar currently is testing the highest high lah. Okay, but it couldn't close higher than the previous range or previous resistance, previous high. Okay, but this is actually a good setup already. Okay, so for me, this is a good potential breakout. Okay, so what I need to know is the momentum is strong or not, right? So for me, I always use 70 level or RSI as a benchmark lah to see that the momentum is strong or not. If the RSI is higher than 70, normally is on super bullish trend lah, which is the momentum is strong. Okay, so currently we're looking at the RSI, it testing the 70 level. Okay, you want to break this range of 30 70. Okay, so I'm expecting the tomorrow Hexstar can break up. Okay, so yeah, and even if the price or Hexstar cannot break out, right, we can see clearly from RSI whether the momentum is slowing down or decreasing back after it testing the 70 level. Okay, so yeah, that's about RSI, right? So basically, I repeat again the theories of breakout trading for today's session, right? I mean, the strategy is very simple. First, make sure it is a perfect breakout. So for perfect breakout, first you must have a clear trading range, right? Number two, it break from that trading range and the price close above that trading range, above that resistance. Number three, the candlestick is not too big or not too small lah. Okay, so if it's too small means that the momentum is not strong enough. If it's too big, it gives chances for the short hand uh, to take profit. Okay, so that's about breakout trading. Okay, yeah, and my EG is a breakout lah. This is the price already go up, right? This is a breakout. But this breakout, like I said, have a big candle. So we need to be careful. Not to say that the price cannot continue go up, right? But in short term, probably going to be retrace a little bit before continuing higher, right? So this is how we recognize lah in short term whether the price can go up, down or not, right? So there's a few theories there. All right. So I open for this any Q&A starting from now. Okay. And I hope you enjoy the session so far. Right. Let's start from top lah. Start from on top. Okay. Is there any counter? Rojas. Okay, let's look at Rojas. I haven't seen Rojas. Okay. Hi, Thomas Wong. Hi. Sorry, I said for Thomas. Sorry, Rojas. Rojas. Okay, so Rojas. Okay. All right. So for Rojas, we need to understand the trend first, right? So let's look at the overall trend. So look at overall trend. So the trend is actually on downtrend lah, right? And currently is sideways. So it's already down, is downtrend, on downtrend, then sideways. Okay. Sorry, it's low. So I get wrong information. Okay, so currently Rojas on sideways. Okay, if we look at the bigger perspective lah, right? We can see the movement of this downtrend in a bigger range. Sorry, in the bigger range, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. So it is having a higher low, right? That's why it's a downtrend. So currently it's on sideways, right? And probably testing the trend lah, right? So how I know that it's testing the trend, or maybe want to change to uptrend, or maybe for short-term uptrend, is from Ichimoku cloud that I have behind here. Okay. And also, we can also use our moving average, all of this lah, right? To see whether the price is uptrend or downtrend, or have a potential to change in trend. Okay, so that's one of the important things, right? Second, you need to understand the trading range again. So the trading range here is a sideways, right? And currently this is the resistance lah. Okay, right? So and today candle, right, is quite big, right? It's quite big. This is 5% compared to the previous day. It's not that big, right? So when this happened, we afraid that the the counter cannot give more power, right, to break out. Yeah. Okay. But still, how to determine whether it can manage to break out or not? We look at the momentum. Okay. So by this, we can see that the MACD showing that, right, actually starting from the last 2-3 candlestick, the price already shows that the momentum is on uptrend, right? Then yeah, is also break out from the previous RSI range. Okay, which mean it rate higher, or the momentum is higher than the uh, previous one here lah, right? Okay, so the concern only is even though the momentum is higher looking at the RSI, but it cannot break out completely yet. So tomorrow the price need to maintain above this level. If cannot maintain above this level, so we're expecting another range of sideway lah, right? But looking at here, I think actually got potential lah, right? But don't straight away buy, right? Look for confirmation first, right? Yeah, make sure that whatever analysis that you do, whether it's a momentum trade, whether it's a breakout trade, whether it's a chart pattern trade, all of this, right? When you have a thesis that the is going to break out, where you anticipate something, right? Make sure you can confirm with something. Okay, if you cannot confirm with something, or you are too eager to enter first, right? Also can, but make sure you control the risk lah, right? Make sure that you have a parameter to know that the what you expect is actually not happen. Okay, so yeah, that is how you trade in a safe way lah, right? So that's about Rojas. I hope we answer your question. Next, let's look at counter. Oh, the next. Okay, the next. Okay, so unlucky for the next, right? I'm not follows the big move here lah. Okay, I entered this counter yesterday at closing price and sell 405, right? So and we do this trading together with our group member. I hope those members are gaining profit from here. Okay, so okay, same to dagang, right? The next you see here, actually we can see like a very clear trading range also lah, right? So this is the trading range. Okay, but the breakout here is violate the rule number 3, which is the size of the breakout, the size of the candle is too big. Okay, so when it's too big, right, we expecting the price to do a correction. Okay, so that is what happened today, right? Even though the correction is not that big, so but still we expecting a correction. So that's why because I buy this counter yesterday closing price, right? And that's why I sell this on open price around 9:20 a.m. something like that, because I expect the price going to do a series of going to do a retracement, right? And but I'm not straight away seller, right? I wait for confirmation from selling pressure. So when the price tests the 415 resistance, okay, which I see from Fibonacci that is the resistance, cannot break that 415, and slowly I see there's a big slowly the buying pressure turn to selling pressure, so we secure our profit. So that's why we decide to sell on 405. Okay, but it's okay lah, right? In actually like 20 minutes straight, right, you can already secure like 7 to 8%, right? Yeah, so that the next, right, for our story lah, right? But what is the next move next, right? So for the next move next, right, right, for the next, okay, the momentum is slowing down, right? But the momentum is not that slow lah, right? Actually, it still can trade within this range, right? Means that the price can trade within this range. I don't think it can break this high, right? Maybe it can, but it takes time lah, right? So my point is, it can trade within this range before it's go higher, or break the support and go lower, right? So that's on the next, right? That is why I anticipate on the next lah, right? Based on my reading on price action and the charting. Okay, so yeah, but because this is a Morobozu, right? We consider this as Morobozu. You can use the middle point of the candle as a collecting point. You can see lah whether uh, if the price have potential to rebound around this price level, 33 cent. Okay, so maybe it trade within this range first before go higher, right? But maybe you can also see the collect point from 33 cent. Okay, so this is my expectation lah, right? This is what I can read from the next. Okay, so for this kind of counter, I prefer to do short-term trade. I won't do swing trade yet until the trend is really established. So how to know the trend is established? You need to create another low lah, probably. Okay, and respect the trend line. So only from there I can consider that, right, this is uh, probably useful or probably suitable for swing trade, right, for a longer trade. Okay, so that is the next. So what else? Is revenue example of breakout? Right, that's a good question. Yes, revenue is example of breakout, and also example of momentum going higher. Okay, so see, it's breakout, but okay, what we expect, because the candle here is big, but it's not do a retracement. Okay, so we need to check again what drive the momentum, right? Maybe this counter got news or something, right? Or maybe within its thematic play and whatnot, right? So you need to look again, what is the reason for the strong momentum lah, strong buying pressure. Okay, I actually got a question from my student also on revenue. Okay, I said that the price can go higher, but if you want to be safe, wait for retracement to enter, right? So this retracement is actually I refer to a small candle, right? Small range of, because at least if you see a retracement, you can see a range, you can see a trading range compared to you use like a daily candle, for example, right? You couldn't see a very helpful trading range lah, right? Aside from this close, previous close and whatnot, from the candle close and open, right? So yeah, use a smaller time frame, okay? So you can see a trading range, and from there you can decide whether it's good to enter or not, right? So yeah, that's my suggestion lah on revenue. Okay, so yeah, wait for retracement, and when you see there's a potential to break out or rebound, right, maybe you can enter. Okay, so looking at here, actually the momentum is slowing down lah, right? How I know the momentum is slowing down? Because the candle is getting smaller and smaller, even though RSI is high, right? Is the phase is looking upward, right? I mean the RSI is upward, right? But actually the momentum is getting slower and slower, right? It's not a bad signal yet, right? But you need to be careful lah, right? You just need to be careful. Okay, and another things, right? Probably you can use Bollinger Band to see the volatility, whether the counter is um, overbought or not, right? From our side, it's already overbought, right? But from RSI alone, we cannot see that whether the price is on a real overbought or not, because this might be a super trend, right? So we can refer to another sign of or another indicator, which is Bollinger Band. So whenever a candle trade above uh, the upper band, right, is actually also signifies high risk as well, right? So if you enter this counter, right, you need to be careful lah for short term trade. Yeah, for long term, maybe you hold when starting, you hold, maybe you enter when the price breakout and you still hold this counter, you can still hold, right? And you can use the upper band of Bollinger to see whether the price can still continue upward or not, with still have the strong momentum to go upward or not. So that's on revenue lah, right? Yeah, that's revenue. Okay. But this is risky lah, right? The even the trend angle is high, the momentum is strong, the momentum is high and getting slower. So there's a red flag lah, right? So that you need to be careful with this kind of counter. Okay, but still it can still go higher, no problem, if the momentum still strong. Okay, that's the idea lah, right? And yes, this is breakout trading, right? But it does not follow exactly from the theories lah, right? Which is the candle must be within the same range of the previous candle, right? But anyhow, it's still a breakout, and yeah, when breakout is breakout, right? So in breakout, you enter and the price go higher, then it's good profit for you. Okay, so that is revenue. How will assess a breakout doesn't have volume above? Okay, so our friends here, Sean, how will you assess a breakout that doesn't have volume above MA20? You mean moving average of volume, right? I think moving average of volume, right? Okay, so right, the idea, okay, you're asking me this because you are saying that, all right, you want to make sure that when the price breakout, the volume is higher, right? And how to know that the volume is higher? We can use moving average on volume, right? So you refer to moving average 20, and moving average 20 means that the volume for that 1 month, right? Because on 1 month we have 20 trading days, right? So for yeah, so you're saying that, right, if the volume for 20 days, maybe we look at here, for example, right? Just use revenue and we look at here. Okay, so you look at volume 20. It's supposed to it is 8 million, right? So you need to make sure that the volume is higher than than the previous moving average 20, which is 8 million. Okay, so you're saying that the volume supporting the breakout lah, right? Okay, that's another way of strategy. That's another breakout strategy that you can use, right? So the strategy that we discussed today is, first, it must be a complete breakout, and second, momentum must support the breakout, right? So volume can also be a sign to see whether the momentum is legit or not, but sometimes the volume is not it's not, I mean, it's not necessarily need to go higher than previous moving average 20 lah, right? Sometimes not like that. Okay, so as long as when we create this thesis, right, the thesis of breakout trading, which is a complete breakout and have a high momentum, okay, we just look at the indicator that can help with our thesis. Okay, so if we create another thesis, breakout with strong volume, right, and some more lah, right, so you can refer to this volume technique, right? So that's why a lot of people, they not, how to say, they not clear with their trading parameter or trading strategy. If you have a clear strategy, you will not be confused lah, right, on when to exit, when to enter, all this. That's number one. Number two, if you have a specific strategy, specific thesis lah, why it go higher? Because it break out from the from a chart pattern, for example, right? So that is your thesis, the analysis. Why? Because based on the theories, whenever price break out from a range of chart pattern, it will go higher, right? Especially it break out from, for example, a pennant, break out from a flag pattern, all of this, right? By theory, it's supposed to be like that, right? That's why when you enter that counter, you use that thesis, right? The thesis must be like this, right? Based on that theory. Okay, so you no need to look at a lot of other indicator lah. You no need to look at the Bollinger Band lah. You no need to look at Ichimoku, all of this, because all of this is not relatable to your thesis, right? So I hope you understand this. Okay, so that is also one way lah how we create a trading strategy, trading thesis, right? And yeah, and actually this thing we explain in more detail in our academy course, right? So yeah, do follow our Facebook page, IG page, and everything. Okay, follow our Stockbit also. Okay, right. So thank you, Sean, for your question. But I'm not sure whether I answer your question or not, lah. Right? But I want to focus on this strategy. Okay. Yeah. You can say that, right? The volume can also be part of the thesis, but it's not necessary. Okay. So there's another perspective lah. You can also trade this counter. Right. So let's look at. Okay. So we have a request to look at SCIB. Right. So let's look at SCIB. All right. So SCIB do a correction today, right? Okay. All right. So SCIB, actually this already another discussion lah. We just take Q&A. All right. So for SCIB, right, here is a strong resistance. Why a strong resistance? Because this is a gap. Okay. And sorry, is this? I don't think this is a gap. It's maybe not adjusted yet. Okay, it's really a gap, right? So this gap happened, right? Why this gap happened? It's supposed to be split share, right? Or bonus issue. I thought it's supposed to adjust it, and okay, but looking at here, right, the information that we get here, this is a gap. So this gap also signifies strong support and resistance. Okay, so here is a strong resistance lah. If the price cannot break this resistance, maybe like today it tests the resistance then go lower. So yeah, for now we will trade within this range again still, right? But yeah, SCIB is good counter. You can say that currently it create a low, a higher low, right? As long as it still respect the range or the trend, okay. Yeah, you can still consider this as a buy lah, right? And like I say, most of the time lah, right? In this kind of counter, if you trade this kind of counter and you think that your entry is wrong, right? And you know that this is a good fundamental counter. You don't need to be too pressure or too panic, lah, right? Because the fundamental will somehow will how is it will support the price lah, right? Will support the price. You can see the fundamental play big role lah. Okay, so that is on SCIB. I know maybe some people think that uh, today the price go higher, right? Because I think few of our members also buy. I'm not sure, but yeah. And from here also, right? We previously discussed this on the previous technical Tuesday, right? Which is this is a Marubozu candle, right? So from Marubozu candle, we can use the middle point of the Marubozu, right? So middle body of the Marubozu as a collect point. So currently testing that, testing the middle body of Marubozu. So and which is also around this level of around this level, right? So if tomorrow the price rebound from here, I think this is a good entry, right? You can, I even you if you buy here and the price broke lower, break the support, just maybe cut loss lah, or maybe you wait for a strong confirmation that the price rebound from this support. Yeah, I think it can still go higher because this is big marubozu, okay, followed by a red candle like this. This is what normally happen lah on marubozu pattern. It's either breakout outside the marubozu like this, or um, will test the middle body of the marubozu. Okay, so yeah, that's the strategy that you can see lah, right? Okay, so that is SAIB. I hope you is answer your question. Right, so let's look at spring. Okay, spring. Okay, spring is still good, still uptrend. Okay, actually, right, for today we see the market is a bit at the end of the closing, right? The market is a bit on sell off, then recover a little bit, right? Yeah, I believe this is because of upcoming Chinese New Year. We have this volatile market. That's why my strategy for this week is go short term and intraday. Just right counter that is have a potential for short term trade. So yeah, because of volatility, all this is somehow expected also lah, right? So yeah, but for spring is still on uptrend and still on the move, right? So refer back to your trading plan why you enter this counter in the first place. If you say that you enter because of the price breakout, so you enter probably around here, okay? So yeah, still within the play, right? Still within the play. If you look at the momentum again, sorry, look at the momentum. Okay, we look at stochastic RSI. So stochastic RSI is actually stochastic on top of our RSI. Okay, so it just give you like confirmation for RSI, and it's like a more faster um, range of a more faster oscillator lah for RSI. So from here, actually the momentum still there lah, still strong, both from MACD and stochastic RSI. Okay, so yeah, for me this not a big, it's not this is not a red flag lah. It's not a sign for you to take profit or something yet. Okay, but still make sure that you follow your trading plan. Okay, go see back what is the reason you buy this counter, where's your parameter, right? So you use that as your trading plan lah. Okay, yeah, I think this is good, still good. Okay, even if the price trades like a little bit sideways, like maybe tomorrow little bit sideways, not getting higher, right? Still okay lah, right? Still okay. This is quite healthy lah, the move. Okay, right? It's for spring. Still uptrend. Because you asked whether it's still uptrend or not. Okay, so the question on Theta, right? So we have question from YouTube, right? Hi YouTube people, thank you for joining us, right? Okay, let's look at Theta. Oh, Theta, I remember Theta. Okay, center my breakout screener. Okay, all right. For Theta, we consider this as a false signal. So, right, whenever we see a breakout, right, and the breakout fail, this is the trading range, right? You can say that if you're not sure where's the trading range, you can change to line chart, right, and see where's the range lah, right? So here you can see that the range is 915. Okay, so you change to candlestick again, right? The price breakout above the range, but you see the candle is not it's not very it's not a good candle lah, right? This candle actually showing that the selling pressure is strong in short term in one daily candle lah, right? The short the selling pressure is strong. So okay, still is still close above the trading range. So maybe what you can do, okay, you look at this counter closely, okay, make sure that it's still maintained above this range, above this resistance, this support, okay, and can test the highest high again, this shadow again, okay. Then we can say that the price still on uptrend lah, right? If if tomorrow trade lower than this support, okay, so that is a huge red flag because this candle already shows you that this we call shooting star, if not mistaken. This is shooting star, right? So long candle with a long candle, which the candle is 2 times longer compared to the body. Okay, so yeah, this is shooting star. If the price trade lower than the open or this support, yeah, that is red flag. So better to be careful, exit first, wait for more clear entry. Okay, so that's my advice lah. But looking at the MACD, actually the momentum is gaining, right? Looking at the stochastic RSI also same. But you need to make sure in a small time frame, like the daily candlestick also, right? All this, you have a buying and selling pressure. Buying pressure is strong lah, right? So yeah, that's my comment lah. Because just looking at this indicator is not enough if you not understand what you actually want to see lah, right? So for me, no need to look at this indicator yet. Just look at the candle, right? And follow the advice that I mentioned just now. Okay, so yeah, that's about theta lah, right? Okay, so yeah, yeah, that's on theta. All right. Okay, so yeah, we already 10 o'clock. Okay, um, we already 10 o'clock. Should I continue? Because our viewer also decreasing, so I think you not share enough lah, right? Oh, suddenly increasing again. Okay, right. Okay, I can still continue and answer a few questions, maybe until 9:15 or 9:30. But make sure you share this Facebook Live, right? And if you like this Facebook Live, share, give like or not, right? Those who give me angry face, I also give you angry face, right? Okay, so let's look a few more requests, right? For a few more Q&A. So we already answered spring. Let's look at Jiang Leng, right? I don't know how to pronounce this. Jiang Leng. Yeah, this counter on our watch list this week also. Okay. Okay. Right. For this counter, if you look at the volume, I want to see the volume because here is quite illiquid. Okay. Okay. Looking at the all right, maybe next time if you guys want me to comment on a chart, right? Probably if you have that position on that counter, maybe mention that whether you enter or not, or what price you enter, so something like that lah, so that I can can give more objective answer, right? But if I just want to give like a general comment, Jiang still good. That's my comment. Right, still within the play lah. Right, why I say this because right, the volume coming in starting from this range, right, starting from this date. Okay, so I like to use that as my low. So I use this low. Eh, okay, I use this low. Right, to this high, to this low. Right, so this is our. Sorry, it's supposed to be a bit lower. It's supposed to be a bit lower. Okay, right. So this is the trading range lah, right? So now the price already break out, enter the second level of trading range, right? This is the first level, this second level. Okay. So as long as the price still maintain above this support, yeah, we can expect the price will can still test the this resistance lah, can still test the high, right? And probably we see another breakout. But if this not happen, right? Maybe we'll do a few series of accumulation some more lah, right? Because this counter is illiquid and suddenly big volume coming in, right? So there's still new for this sort of accumulation, all this. So yeah, give it more time to be more a bit mature. But if you already enter this counter, I think still okay, still okay, right? Because still above the resistance, still above the support here, right? It might also test the previous, it might test the resistance 955, okay? But let's see lah how tomorrow, okay? Right. Tita already answer. What else? PPHB. Flex so long like dragon. Is it uptrend? Like dragon. Let's see. How a dragon? How is that like a dragon? PPHB. By the way, my mic is clear, right? I don't know. It's clear, right? Okay. PPHB. Uh, okay. For PPHB, I don't have comment yet. You can use this as support for now, as immediate support. What I mean by immediate support, immediate resistance, all this is actually by immediate support, immediate resistance means that if the price touch that support and resistance, you need to study again lah. You need to consider again. Maybe if you want to enter, if you already enter the position, for example, and you set the immediate support at 2 bit lower. So when the price touch that immediate support, you will consider to take profit. That's about that is my term lah, right? Immediate support and resistance. So you can use this as your immediate support for now, 1 ringgit. So if the price cannot maintain above 1 ringgit, so yeah, it's not. I don't see anything yet lah from PPHB. Okay. Actually, to be honest, guys, I'm I'm having a bit what we call the analysis paralysis lately. Why? Because I make consecutive winning trade. So I feel like in my mind, I feel like I should be more careful lah. So the way I judge price setup, all this is more conservative. Is more, how to say, more tight lah, right? Okay, so if I want to trade this, I will maybe I put on my watch list, right? But I will not consider this yet lah for PPHB for short term, right? Maybe yeah, it's still maybe still how to say, you still respect the trend, still respect the uptrend, okay? So, but for short term, this is like very risky trade. So for short term, I won't enter yet. If you believe this counter can rebound, yeah, actually it can rebound. To answer that, right, whether it still have a long moment, long term momentum or not, we look at the Guppy multiple moving average here, still have a potential for that, right? You need to rebound from this investing line lah, okay, right? Which is still within trade, but because the volatility is too big, so I consider this is very risky lah, okay. So my suggestion is wait for a strong rebound pattern, wait for a confirmation of rebound, okay. Yeah, to enter this PPHB. So that's my comment lah, right? You can use this as an immediate support, and yeah, that's how you make decision lah on this counter, right? Okay. Hope that answer, Thomas. Right. So look at Salute. Okay. Sorry, it's already 10 p.m. Oh, already 10 p.m. My clock is correct or not? Because we just 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh yeah lah, we start 9, right? sorry. okay. Salute. Sorry. Okay, let's look at Salute. Let's look at Salute. Okay, for Salutica. Okay, this candle, like I said, is showing like the sell momentum is strong. So I prefer if the counter managed to trade higher than 690. Okay, so this is the range that the price need to trade lah, right? If the price trade higher than this, yeah, I will consider this as potential lah, right? But by the setup alone, actually this is still good lah, still good, still around the average. So we can use the regression trend, okay. So you can see that it is still on the mean lah, right? So it's not yet go to downtrend or whatnot, right? Still okay, right? And another support that you can consider, right, to use as the parameter is probably around this level, okay. So around this level, if the price cannot break above this line or this horizontal line or above this price, 69 cent, okay. So the potential is bit low, okay. And if the price break the support here, then yeah, it probably will touch 64 lah, right? Touch the next low, the previous the creating another low, right? So that's the my comment lah, okay, right? But for now, I need to see tomorrow price how lah, right? For now, I don't see that it's potential yet, right? We can use this lah. Like I said, tomorrow if the price open above this, then yeah, I will consider something like maybe we look at a few strategy that we can play this counter. But for now, still uptrend, right? If you hold this counter for long term, still okay. But for short term, I don't see any potential short term trade. Okay, so yeah, that's my comment lah on Salutica, on Salute. So let's look Nissin. Okay, so we go one by one lah, right? Those who I skip or I not skip lah. I third skip, right? So I hope you don't take that to your heart. Okay, you can always go to Stockbit. You can tag me lah, Shafiq. What your opinion on this? I will answer. Okay, my Stockbit handle is Acap KS. Right, I open for any discussion lah, any question also, right? You can also even PM me on Stockbit, okay. Oh, And a lot of you do not know, on my profile, on my Stockbit profile, there's a link there, right? That link is actually direct to my WhatsApp, right? So yeah, if you want to know, have a more closer discussion of this, like, you can just click there, have a WhatsApp with me, no problem, right? Okay, so okay, for Nissin, right? So what happened on Nissin actually? Why this gap? Um, okay, for Nissin, if you are high risk taker, right, or high risk taker, right, you can buy at the lower support here, okay, because this is still within a range, still on a big sideway lah, right? So if you high risk trader, right, you can consider to buy this, and if the price goes lower, maybe break, um, go lower than 170, right? Yeah, maybe you can consider to cut loss or not, right? But this is high risk lah, right? Why high risk? Because this supposed to be trend, right? This supposed to be uptrend within a range of sideway, right? But currently the price do a gap down, okay? So this is considered breakaway gap. So breakaway gap, right, most of the time is a sign of creating a new trend, a sign of a new trend lah, right? So it's going to probably develop a new trend, so we need to be careful on that, okay? So yeah, if you believe this counter is still within the sideway range, yeah, you can try the short term play lah, right? Yeah. So that is my comment on this seed. Okay. Right. Same thing. If I want to, whether I want to enter this kind of counter or not, I will skip this, right? Because I consider this high risk lah. Like I mentioned, because I got like few consecutive win. I feel like market like too generous. So yeah, I be more careful lah. Okay. Okay. Few more counter, then maybe we can end our session today. Right. Right. Mixed warehouse. Okay. I don't know how can ask me a question. Sorry, just kidding. Sifu, can you please comment JHM? Right. Don't address me as Sifu lah. I'm not Sifu. I just simple trader, just like you guys. Yeah, just call me Shafiq. So can I comment JHM buy at 2 ringgit? Okay, let's look at JHM. Buy at 2 ringgit. All right. This is strong sell momentum. Okay. All right. Okay, you buy at 2 ringgit. Actually, that's a good price lah. Okay. So you want to know whether you can still hold or not lah, right? Yeah, this is actually still uptrend. Okay, so whenever price do a movement like this, what I do, I will use Fibonacci to see how much is the retracement, right? How big is the retracement? So I want to measure from the lowest low to the highest high. Okay. Oh, it's gray color. It's like too smooth. The color you cannot see, right? Okay. So yeah, this is the support and resistance lah you can use. Okay. So from Fibonacci, right, what we can understand is, right, from this highest high, okay, right, which is the 0% of Fibonacci, the price already dropped like 20% of this range movement, right? 20% of this range movement. What you measure lah from here to here. So already dropped 20%, dropped to 38%. Okay, so the next support supposed to be 22 cent lah. Sorry, 22 ringgit 20 cent. Okay, so that's supposed to be the support. So if you enter this for long term, right, most of the counter have a volatility that will touch 0.5 or 0.618 before continue go further up. Okay, so you can either decide to take profit, depends on your trading strategy lah, right? Depend on the reason why you buy this counter again. But maybe for short-term trade or maybe for just swing trade, right? You can consider to take profit first, like maybe sell half, okay? And if the price still cannot rebound from 0.5 level, maybe you can consider to even sell another position. But because your entry is quite low, right? 2 ringgit, probably, yeah, I'm not also not sure like why you buy this counter, on what reason, on what parameter. But if you trade this counter, my suggestion is maybe you can consider to see if the price rebound from 0.5 or not. Okay, if the price not rebound from 0.5, the price will probably go lower to 2 ringgit 9 cent, which is already too small profit taking for you lah, right? So I will suggest you to do another sell here around this level. Okay, if the price rebound, so you can buy again. I'm not suggesting you buy and sell. Sorry, I'm not suggesting you to sell everything. Probably just half lah, so that you can control your so that you can still make a win trade, right? And still control your portfolio. Yeah. But again, I'm not supposed to give you buy and sell suggestion, right? I don't want to give a buy and sell signal here. But if I enter at 2 ringgit, that is what I do. If I do a swing trade, that what I will do, right? So yeah, you can use Fibonacci lah as a support resistance, so that you can see whether you can decide lah. You can make decision yourself, right? You can calculate whether if you take profit half year, how much is it and whatnot. Okay, so that's my comment on JHM. Does it still uptrend? Yeah, still the uptrend, still uptrend, still on a long-term uptrend. If you look at the bigger trend, you can use regression trend here from here to here, right? So yeah, still uptrend. Currently touch the main point lah, touch the main point, which regression trend here, right? Regression is a study of analysis and analytic study to see where's the distribution of price, right? Where's the mean lah, where's the lot of distribution point right? So by calculating from here to here, the distribution mean is here. Okay, so currently it already touched the mean. Okay, so you can expect, right, if the price can still go on a stronger momentum uptrend, it should trade higher than this level, right? It should rebound lah. Okay, but from now it's not showing any sign of rebound yet. Okay, so I'm expecting the price probably test 0.5, okay, then higher. So that's the way I see JHM. I hope it answer your question. Okay, last counter. Can stay all night long, right? Yeah. Okay, McLean. Okay, let's look at McLean. Okay, McLean also create a kind of like a shooting star. Okay, and this counter also have a goreng tendency lah, right? Okay, so for this sort of counter, I want to see few things. I want to see what is the where is the concentration of volume. Okay, so I use this indicator, tools, fixed range volume profile. Okay, I want to see the volume concentration. So volume concentration is actually 39 cent. Okay, so from 39 cent, the price breakout here, then do like this. Okay, so from here to here, from 39 cent to the current price, I want to see how much is the percentage again. It's 25. Okay, so yeah, it's fair lah. Okay, yeah, and currently the current is around 10%. Take profit. Okay, right. Actually, this can be considered still okay, right, for golden counter. But if the price go lower than this, right, it already, for me, it's already a sign of a series of retracement like this, right? Probably you can see like few days of red, right? And because of McLean, the characteristic of McLean price, right? It can drop from 40 cent to 43 cent to uh, 43 to 40, right? Or 39 cent, maybe like 2-3 days only, right? So that's already like 10%, right? So yeah, you can decide what to do from that information. But for me, this is, if you buy this content and hold, still okay. Just make sure that the next day the price not trade lower than this level, and the momentum is not strong. The selling momentum is not strong. Okay, if the selling momentum is not strong and the price trade higher than this level, still can consider to hold. Okay, so that's my suggestion lah. But this is already shooting star. Okay, for every for every candlestick pattern, right, we have like a confirmation signal. So the confirmation signal is this price level 43. If trade lower than this, got a strong momentum, better run first lah, better take profit. Yeah, that's my suggestion for McLean. And maybe really enter when the price do a breakout. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's on McLean. Okay, but the concentration of volume is 39. Okay, so if the price drop to 39, you can you see if the rebound pattern, you've got any potential for rebound or not, right? So yeah, that's my comment on McLean lah. I hope that is helpful for you. Okay, so yeah, we already 10:24, approaching to 10:30. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining Technical Tuesday today. Right, right. So okay, thank you for those who give us like, love, smiley face, all this, right? And yeah, thank you for share also, right? And if you guys want to use this Technical Tuesday as reference, you can always go to Stockbit page on live section, right? Stockbit Facebook page live section. You can also go to YouTube, Stockbit Malaysia, right? We is a recorded there, right? And there's a playlist there. Okay, so you can even see the previous Technical Tuesday lah, right? And also go to Academy Facebook page, right? Also we live there and it's already recorded there. Okay, so that's all from me, right? Don't forget to join Stockbit, create an account on Stockbit so we can have more close discussion lah, right? We can have a discussion there. Okay, it's a healthy this community, right? I believe everyone that joins Stockbit will find is a very helpful, right? So yeah, because we have a supportive community lah, not like other platform, right? So that's on Stockbit. And yeah, visit our Academy website and see what we offer also. We currently have like empowerment for courses, those who want to learn trading and investing. And we also have like a discussion group lah, right? Subscription, subscription on discussion group. So if you guys want to test our group or this, yeah, you can go to the link tree on the description and yeah, visit us lah, right? Contact us. Okay. Those who watch us directly from Facademy can just click the link on description. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the session and learn a lot. Okay, bye. Peace.